Hello, everyone. My name is Ronald Drake, and I'm here today to discuss the organizational design, structure, and change presentation. The major issue that my company is currently facing is 1. Excessive inventory issues in our warehouse. We have not enough space in the warehouse, causing wasted time. We also lack enough sales members to sell the product, which then, therefore, the product is staying on the warehouse floor too long before being delivered to the customers. Within the company, which of the 8 dimensions is our company underperforming? Well, I've determined that the organization lacks the use of our corporate assets. Well, what is a corporate asset? Well, there is one thing called inventory or saleable goods and materials a company has on hand. Inventory is our main issue for the lack of performance in the 8 dimension area. Some of the ramifications caused by the underperformance. Well, let's look at it. If we have too much inventory on the floor, our workers are actually having to move the product more than one time to get to other material. And what does that do? That causes time consumption daily to pull orders. Also, if we have way too much product on the shelves, that is affecting your product overhead, as well as the product that isn't selling sitting on the shelves. Now, let's look at consequences caused by the failure to improve. Well, if we have to move stuff continuously throughout the day to get the products, that's taking away time to get more orders out to our customers. It also is causing us to be over the allotted amount that our inventory value should be within the company. And how does that affect us? Well, that lowers our gross profit margin at the end of the year, as well as product taking up shelf space when placed where a product that we do sell more of could be in that place. Now, our current organization structure, design, and culture, and the influence on the overall organizational effectiveness. Well, our company structure is there is an organizational structure for the branch as well as the company and whole, because we do have 55 different branches throughout the United States. The company also has titles for each position, so therefore each employee knows their title. Now, when we come to the design, having equality values, the customers, employees, and the supplies. We also lay out a clear set of operating principles and how to complete the daily task every day. Our culture is the company values its employees and has a first mentality, family first. As well as we'd like to provide excellent customer service to the customers, since they are important to us to keep us in business. Now, influence. The company has a bureaucratic influence, which, one of the things that our company does do is we provide a mid-year and a yearly review to allow the employee to see what they are achieving high value in, as well as where they can perform better at. Our sales team, as well as our hourly employees, get bonuses given out for exceeding the sales goal for the month. As well as the sales team, for every $100,000 they sell, they get a coin. Now let's look at relationship to dimension in which the organization is struggling in. Why is the organization struggling? Well, the reason for excessive inventory is we need it to sell it. The mentality of the upper salespeople is If we do not have the product and a customer calls us, then they lose that sale because we're unable to get the product. Now, we also brought in a particular brand of product for one particular customer, in which that customer bought a little bit of the product and now it's been sitting on the shelves not selling. Reaching out to our suppliers to see how they can reduce the supply issue and get us our product that we order quicker would help in reducing the inventory that we are housing in our warehouse. We need to add at least one more inside sales member as well as one outside sales member. And for large orders, instead of bringing them into our warehouse and taking up space, we should directly ship those large orders right to our customer. The organization embodies the principle and values of conscious culture and management. What does that mean? Well, we need to come up with a way to gain more customers to sell the product that is sitting on our shelves. We should conduct monthly sales training for the sales team so that way they can be more knowledgeable of the product that we currently are selling. Value the employees as well as reward them for performance. Relevance to improving organizational function. Well, one of the things that we need to do is reduce the inventory to spend less time for our employees moving the product around on a daily basis. Like I said before, we are currently actually looking to hire 2 more sales members to help increase the sales. That one would be outside salesperson as well as one inside sales manager. The ability to talk to our vendors to see how we could actually achieve our product that we order with them quicker would help out in this area. And like I said before, conduct more direct ships to the customer to eliminate warehouse floor spacing being taken up by large orders, and also notifying our customers when their product comes in so that way we can inform them we would like to set up schedule a delivery date so that way they get their product and it gets out of our warehouse. Now, looking at the improvements that could be done resulting in the Kotter's 8-step change model. Well, first off, create a sense of urgency starting from our top management and working its way down to all the employees. We also need to communicate a little better on how we can reduce the inventory and what it's going to take to achieve this goal. As the leaders are set to make these changes, they have to also show the employees the vision that by reducing the amount of inventory on the shelves, it's going to lower our company assets in the building. How can we accomplish this? Well, this must be done by building a team inside our organization as well as outside the organization, meaning getting our suppliers and vendors on board with the changes. There is one barrier we need to correct, and that is the lead times that it is taking to get our product from our suppliers and vendors at this current time. Now, upper management needs to do a better job in tracking the monthly stock inventory, and when we reduce the amount of inventory in the warehouse, there should be praises given for reducing that inventory. Possible changes to suggest change and the plans for managing those challenges. Well, getting the product quicker. One of the things when you make changes, implement those changes in small portions and not do it all at once. I think, locating more than one supplier. So if we call up a supplier asking for a particular product and they can't deliver it for 6 to 8 weeks, having another supplier that may be able to reduce that time would benefit the company. Now, we must realign our system, and that starts with our manufacturing, working our way down to the suppliers as well as ultimately our company. Strategies that need to be avoided when designing the structure, building the culture, and managing change in the organization. Well, avoid using the pre-bureaucratic structure. Avoid making unethical decisions which could affect the company. Avoid putting our organization first over the customers, because ultimately the customers is what keeps our company in business. And like I said before, avoid implementing the changes in large portions. Now, strategies engage when designing the structure, building the culture, and managing change in organization. Apply the bureaucratic structure, meaning that everyone should understand the procedures and the tasks that the company is giving to each employee. We need to effectively communicate with the employees on the changes that we are trying to achieve. We also need to show value to the employees that they are part of a team. As well as implement changes in a small portion. And also, the company should enforce our cultural morals and beliefs, and the leaders should allow the employees to understand what those beliefs and morals are for a daily task to be given. This concludes my presentation.